What up? This is another installment of the GDSL Direct Strike Tournament. So what we got here? Okay, we got Phoenix and Tychus banned. Phoenix from Team 1, this team, and then Tychus from this team. This is me, myself, and I. I am playing Warzone. Let's see what the picks are. I got Vora, Alarak, Steadyman. So it's a pretty stable comp. Vora really loves AoE damage to leak into her wave, so like Ravager Biles, Stepman, Orb, or just in general, because Savora usually baits out a lot of swarmy units. Like if she's versus like a Stukov or something, and then Gary leaks into her wave and kills all the Marines, the Stukov Marines, then it ends up being a good time. As I say that, there's a Stukov on the upstand. So Stepman's usually a good pair with Vora. Not only that, if you black hole Stepman's wave, he has a lot of AoE options to take advantage of that. If he's fighting air, he can do Corruptors. If he's fighting ground, he could do the Lurkers. But I mean, he also has Gary Orb for both, so it's just generally a good combo. Alaric is just generally good with Vora. Vora can create stacks for Alaric to take advantage of. She supplies B finesse for the Alaric army. And Stepman can catch Alaric stacks pretty well. He's a good catcher because he has lings and stuff like that and banes. So like he can make sure that like Wrathwalkers survive, like 6 Wrathwalkers survive to help him out in his own wave. But yeah, let's see what this comp is gonna be about. Stukov, Manx, and Kerrigan. They're basically playing on the fact that we're not gonna pick Manx because if we picked Manx into the Kerrigan, it could leak into Stukov and it could be a disaster for their team. But we don't care about Manx. We don't like playing Manx. Anyways, they banned Tychus again because they picked Manx. I'm not sure if that's a good play or not. Probably not. He probably thought that we were gonna pick Tychus into this Manx if they didn't ban him. This comp is decent. I mean, they have early tempo with Kerrigan Stukov combination. They have stacking power with Manx and Stukov, infrastructure, Alexander, and stuff like that. So it's a good comp. Kerrigan can decently catch Manx's wave and make his stacking unit survive. So I mean, it's not horrible. They have Kerrigan stun. That can make the game like, it's a comeback mechanism, right? So P away for the late game to cover Kerrigan's weakness in the late game and Stukov's weakness in the late game. So yeah, let's see how that goes and plays out. No units made so far besides Alaric Hero. So let me just remind you guys, these guys know each other's picks. Is there a viability of not making units on wave 1? He's going tier 2, that's probably why. Maybe he's going for the early ES play that the older style Menx players used to do. We will see. Maybe he's going for his Muta play again. I really don't like the Muta play, they don't do much. They just tank, but you don't need tankiness, you need damage. You need to get through this Alarak Hero so you can kill the backline. And Aegis Guard just does not have enough damage to do so. For what is priced at right now, it just doesn't. Maybe in the past when it was 425. Basilic is observing. He's casted this game, by the way, so that's why I'm like watching it from replay and stuff like that. He casted it, so. These Banshees outrange bunkers, so gotta be careful with that. But I mean, people have learned. Just build whenever the Banshees come forward, so you can just kill them. They're pretty frail. This is why I don't like the Banshee openers anymore. They're cheesy. They don't work. Yes, you can waste your, what was it? That's $360. Yeah. Yes, you can waste your $360 to make these, but I wouldn't. In my opinion, I wouldn't. Would not. So he went tier 2 and then bought an Aegis Guard. He's already down 250 minerals because he made that decision. I just want to keep you guys updated with that. You get how much that's a lot of minerals. In the early game, that's a lot of minerals. That could be like, where's this hero at? Right here. So his army value is 630 right now. That's like 1/3 of his actual army value. He just wasted right there. He knew his opponent was Alarak too, so he just got it for the bunker. But we'll see if that pays out for him. Look at this guy memeing. Rank 0 Aegis time. I already don't like his build. Why are you going Hydras? Just go Queens. You could even stayed, well no, you would need tier 2 anyways. But you could have stayed tier 1 and just pounced Kerrigan onto Lurkers for a little bit. But yeah, you could have just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Queens. Just to kill the Gary, and he would win early game versus those Lurkers because he would just pounce on them. So now he's gonna leak orb into this wave, every single wave. My thought process here was he's gonna build swarmy units anyways. Let's make him build the more expensive ones. We're gonna make him build the Marines. So I went 2 Void Rays first. And also, on the side note, it helps. I mean, it's a answer to the Banshees, the 3 Banshees that he made, and the Observer. But it looks like I'm probably gonna go Shadow Guards in afterwards for that early tempo spike. Yeah, I was also saying, like, you know, I didn't want to. Maybe I should have just like played it greedy and just went 1 Void Ray. Have the 1 Void Ray kill all the Banshees, and then just 1 Shadow Guards from there. Maybe that was the play. Or even I could have done a Corsair. But yeah. He's making bunkers because he thinks that Gary's gonna be leaking into him every wave, so he needs something beefy to contest Gary. Because if he goes Marines or Civs, then he's just gonna be wrecked. Unfortunately for him, that plays directly into what I'm about to do later on, so. Yeah, you got the 2 lurkers. Yeah, this Kerrigan is really not having a fun time. But it was his own doing. He could have went queens and been fine. Ooh, Gary didn't use his orb. This might be a lost wave for me. Let's see. Oh well, it is my Shadow Guard timing, so we'll see. No, that's not enough. My 1 Void Ray lives at 9 HP. Standard build again. He's just going the Ascendant build versus the Menx player. Menx had learned from his mistakes in the previous game, where he was like, I'm not going to play into Ascendant as much, so we're not going to go Mutas. We're going to go Lings instead. Lings are just cheaper chaff than Mutas, so they play into it less in general. So like you're losing these Lings for nothing. You still need a chaff unit to just eat up some of the Slayer shots and whatnot, but yeah. Probably shouldn't get these. Should probably get Warhounds. I think they're more valuable than the Sky Fairy was. Could have even gotten the 2nd Aegis Guard. Or tank. You probably didn't have enough XP for a tank, but you could have saved up for a tank. Just went Warhounds or something. But as you can see, he's trying to help out his Kerrigan player. Leak the Sky Fury. He's not trying to win his own wave. He's trying to win his ally's wave, which would win his wave later. I have to fight my own wave now. I think I lose this one. Yeah, he just has too much swarm. We didn't have the AoE leaks from Gary. I mean, the Stukov played it fine. He finally built his swarmy units when he stopped getting leaked. But now we got Menx, who is trying his best. He's doing decently. They leaked a Sky Fury. Super Gary is here though, so yeah. This is where the queens would have helped out a lot more than what these hydras ever accomplished. I mind controlled a Banshee. I was like, surely the AI would be good enough that the autocast would hit the bunker instead of the Banshee. I was wrong. It hit the Banshee. Why, you ask? Who knows? This led to my ally losing his wave. But since the Kerrigan made such a meh build, she really couldn't capitalize on, you know, the leaks that she was giving. So now we got this. This time, we mind controlled bunkers and the infested dips. So yeah, we're doing better, and it's gonna suck really bad once we start leaking those Dark Archons into this Minx wave. It's gonna suck for the Minx player. But I mean, he could have played around that. He could have made tanks. I don't know why Minx players shied away from tanks. I mean, I know why, because they got nerfed so much, but I still think it's a really good option for them. Yeah, that's just devastating for Stukov. He's just never gonna recover again. So now we're, in our mind, we're like, okay, we're already doing well. Let's just save our mind controls for the next wave, because we just messed them up. So now we took out all of their fucking Aegis cards and just straight up ran into the bunker, killed them all. Killed like almost the whole wave. Mind controlling 3 Aegis cards. That's crazy. He finally built queens, but it's already too late. Like, he should have had those queens a while ago. Now he's dealing with Ascendant leaks and Gary. And at this point, we can safely say this game is over. There's no comeback they can do. This Gary's just gonna keep leaking into Stukov. And I'm gonna keep leaking into the Aegis guards with mind control. So, not even POA can save them at this point. Yeah. Go. It sucked for him because his Kerrigan player wasn't reliable enough, so he had to deal with them in Impor. And before you guys say anything about this matchup right here, this Kerrigan player could have definitely done better. Like, he had allied leaks almost his entire game. His Menx was winning the wave, his Stukov was winning some of his waves. He was having allied leaks. He was having like 1 or 2 Sky Fury leaks, some Aegis guards and whatnot that was killing some of the Lings, eating some bands and whatever. Before you guys say anything about that, like, he definitely could have won his waves. This matchup isn't as bad as you guys think it is. If he capitalized on the Kerrigan Queen timing, and then he might have won like a few Hydras, and then Ultras later, he definitely could have just like slammed the Stepman and forced me into an awkward position because I would have to be dealing with Ultra Leaks when I'm playing Dark Archons. So it's looking like I mean, I still don't believe in this like Aegis Guard build. I get it, they're trying to kill the Alarak hero as fast as possible, and maybe TDV didn't play for that. I don't know. But yeah. GG's.